Diller-Odell Coach's Corner, a service of Sutton Repair, Heartland Bank, and Eichmann Electric.
Hey Griffin fans, when your team heads into battle, we understand the power of supporting your community and local athletes. That's why at Heartland Bank, our commitment goes beyond banking. We invest in the hearts of our communities. Hi, I'm Market President Matt Raber and invite you to discover the Heartland Bank difference. Because when you choose Heartland Bank, you invest in local dreams and hometown victories. Heartland Bank, a proud supporter of Diller-Odell Athletics. Go Griffins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sutton Repair and Odell can work on all makes and models of cars, trucks, or vans. With over 45 years of experience, their ASE certified technicians can get your vehicle running in top condition. All engine work, including transmissions. They offer a 25-point inspection on all oil changes, computer diagnostics, and new tire sales. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Small town service, big time know-how. Sutton Repair in Odell.
When it comes to electrical work, trust the experts at Eichmann Electric. This is Marcus Eichmann, and we offer a full range of services, installation, maintenance, and repair for residential, commercial, and agricultural properties. Licensed in Nebraska and Kansas, we're dedicated to delivering the best solutions for your needs. From wiring your new home to keeping your business powered, Eichmann Electric is here to keep the lights on and the power flowing. Call me today at 402-587-1071 or visit our website at EichmannElectricLLC.com. That's Eichmann Electric, your hometown electrician.
Welcome into the Diller-Odell Coach's Corner program, joined today with girls basketball head coach John Moore. Coach, you're getting ready for your conference tournament this week, but before we get into that, I want to talk about how you feel your team's playing coming out of that third place finish on the B division of the Medecas tournament.
Well, it gave us a little momentum there, Max. The last couple weeks after Medecas, we've gone 2-1. We haven't really had a lot of games. We had a hard-fought game with Southern a week ago, last Tuesday, almost 2 weeks ago now, and they got us by 9 over at their place, Wymore Southern. But it was a good game. I felt we competed well, and at the end they just had too much firepower, and they outshot us there. Then we played Lawrence Nelson last Thursday and Superior this last Friday, but both those teams are kind of struggling. They've only combined for 2 wins on the season, so we were able to come out victorious there. So I thought we played reasonably well in both of those games. We still want to see some improvement, obviously, but we did some good things, and we took care of a couple of teams that we should have. So I believe we're 7-9 on the year right now, which again isn't quite where we need to be, but I have seen some improvement the last couple of weeks, as far as consistency goes and that sort of thing. We lost a girl, our starting point guard, had a concussion against Wymore, so she's been out since the Wymore game, the Southern game. So we hope to get her back this week. But we're still working to get better, and we'll see what we can do in conference this week.
Well, and you talked about that word confidence, I think, in the opening. And one to ask you, Lawrence Nelson Superior, you mentioned it, they're not having great seasons. But in order for your team to come out with a victory in that one and, not to put their record ahead of what they put on the court, I guess is how I'm getting at it. How pleased were you with that standpoint?
Well, yeah, we really took care of business against Lawrence Nelson. I thought we played well. It was a home game. And then we had over a week off because we went from Thursday till the following Friday. And we worked on fundamentals and practice that week. But Superior gave us a game. They were physical with us, and we had to battle to the end, and we only got a 3-point victory there. But, we showed some resistance down the stretch there that we might have lost. We have lost a couple close games at the end earlier in the year. And to come out on top, maybe it shows a little bit of growth. So hopefully the confidence is well going into tonight's game against Sterling, who we'll see for the third time this year in the first round of the conference tournament.
You mentioned it, never easy to play a team for the third time. And I wanted to ask you before we do chat about Sterling, you mentioned it, the availability of practice. A lot of teams, this time of the year are starting to, use those opportunities to get better themselves and maybe to put some new things in. How beneficial was that for your team at this point in the season to have that time to just work on yourself internally?
Yeah, it's good. It's kind of a refresh time after the Medecas tournament. We kind of call it the dog days. You get to late January, and it's cold outside, and the tournament is over, the Medecas tournament. So you got a couple weeks of just playing and preparing. Games are fun, but you kind of need that reboot, and I think we hopefully took advantage of that.
Oh, absolutely. The dog days, I think I've stolen that term from you a time or two this year. That's kind of how it happens. And talk about Sterling real quick. First round of the tournament coming up here today for you guys, third time playing. You've beaten them each of the first two times. So how do you make sure the girls don't, rely on past experience going into tonight's game?
Well, we remind them of that. In both of those games, we came out on top, but it seemed like we had one bad quarter during those games. I will say at Medecas, when we played them for third place in the B division, we had maybe our best quarter, the third quarter of the year against Sterling. We scored 25 points in the quarter. So, we just got to be consistent. I had mentioned that earlier, and not take it for granted that we've beaten them twice. We are playing at their place. It just happened to be that they get the home game. That's how the setup of the tournament is. So, they'll be tough at their place. They can shoot the ball a little bit, and they got some some players that are young, but they're getting better as the season's going along. So it's not going to be an easy game, and hopefully we can do just enough to win.
And I'm not looking too far ahead with this question, but obviously it's a busy week too as well with possibly 4 games in about a 6-day stretch here for you guys. How do you make sure everyone stays fresh, but also preparing for the next opponent with limited time?
Yeah, it's always tough doing that, and if we happen to get by Sterling tonight, we'll play the number 1 seed, Falls City Sacred Heart, and they got us pretty good right after Christmas, and so they're the number 1 seed for a reason, always a good team, and so we played them enough in the past to kind of know what they like to do. It's just the execution, so we'll just take one game at a time. We'll worry about them tomorrow if we can get by Sterling tonight, and we'll roll the dice and see where we're at.
Yeah, like you said, one game at a time, even during a busy week. I wish you luck in the tournament. Again, talking with John Moore, head coach of the Diller-Odell girls team. John, like I said, hopefully you can use this as a springboard for the rest of the season, and we'll look forward to chatting with you again here in a couple weeks.
All right, thanks, Max. Always appreciate the coverage. Thanks a lot.
Diller-Odell Coach's Corner, a service of Sutton Repair, Heartland Bank, and Eichmann Electric.